Coming up next, the Bulls taking on the Heat. For the Bulls, gaining momentum as we reach the halfway point. Tonight, another chance to put the league on notice. They are on the move. Heat, Bulls, coming right up on 2K Sports. It's Thursday night and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Bam Adebayo.
You can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Junior's out there with Jalen Williams. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Khalil Ware. And it's Jackson in at the power forward position. And for the Bulls, Okoro out there with Buzelis. Then it's Nick Richards. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Dillingham in at the point. It'll be the Heat off the tip. RJ, here we are about the middle of the season. Where are these teams putting their focus right now?
Some are already monitoring their conference position, but this is the time to stay focused on being healthy and just playing good basketball every night.
And so it's the Heat getting on the board first. Shoots from 14. Jump shot is good that time.
Those mid-range looks will be there for him. Nice work to capitalize.
And Junior throws it down hard.
Save that one. Boys, I'm going to want to see that a few times.
Oh, me too, right? Jaws on the ground all over this building.
Like, what? That looked like something you see at a dunk contest. The confidence to pull it off in the game, that's impressive.
And Chicago has possession, following the score by Miami. Here's Buzelis. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
And you got to like watching Buzelis break down the defense, just taking what they give him.
And here's MP for three. And the Heat, another three.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
To the middle, here's Richards, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
And here's MP for three. Buries it from three-point range. For Junior's got 11 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Okay, two hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Miami's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Fires the three. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And that miss makes them 4 of 5 to start this one. Not a bad start.
Back to Poole. Jacks up a three. Cans it from downtown. It's a tie ball game.
Good to see Poole knock down the long ball. It's only going to help build his confidence.
And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. Able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
And Chicago has possession. Heat knocking down the tray. MP inside. And Junior throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Poole after the Heat pick up 2. Williams with the block. Hero finds MP. Here's Ware, and it's denied. Here's Okoro, sinks the three-pointer.
And that's his game. Ignore the D. Focus on what you do and knock down that triple.
And so, MP will bring it up for the Miami Heat. The question for them right now, can they maintain this winning streak? They've notched 11 in a row.
Yeah, not very often you see a team that's got the juice flowing like these guys. They've got the right attitude, the right team-focused basketball to win against just about anyone. Gonna be interesting to see who and how this stretch comes to an end.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score. So
MP with the bounce pass. MP with a screen on Poole. Hero passes to Junior. 6 to shoot. Hero, that's a two-pointer. The good-looking shot from the wing.
he's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Pass to Buzelis. Back to Poole. In the corner, Dillingham with it. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Pistons.
Oh, wow!
That is powerful.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Here's Poole. Last game, 26 points. Pass to Dillingham. And the foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Miami on defense. 4-point game. Here's Buzelis. Drains it from beyond the arc. Buzelis has got his second basket of the night.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
MP outside. The shot will not fall.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. They now take the lead. Dillingham's got 5 now.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Junior. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Hero with it. Defended now by Dillingham. And that one's good, Junior.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Chicago's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. And powering into the first week of the new year. Here's a brand new look at the power rankings. You look at the Lakers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, for the Heat, they retain their spot at number 2 in the rankings, and they've got staying power. They're as stable as they are dominant. I don't see them slipping down that list anytime soon.
Bulls trail by 4. Hey, Richard, the play-in tournament has not been kind to the Bulls in the past couple years.
Well, first of all, you shouldn't be in the play-in tournament 3 seasons in a row. That's where we should start. And every time they fail to advance, it shows how valuable getting a top 6 seed can be.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Chicago making some changes. Miller comes in for Isaac Okoro. And it's Colin Sexton in for Dillingham. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Here's Richards. He has 6. Here's Sexton. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
There's Williams. His first attempt of the game finds the target. And the Heat lead by 6.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
Now, Poole. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Here's Sexton, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
Here's Junior. There's Jackson with the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Jackson's got 5.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Buzelis. Poole outside. It's Chicago with another bucket. Miami leading by 7. And here's MP for 3. And the Heat, another 3.
For 3.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Fires from 14. And the rejection by MP. Outside Hero. Pass to Junior. Over Sexton. Again, the Heat good for 2. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Miami?
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And also, how about how disruptive they've been on defense? Not allowing the opposition to get comfortable and also being able to create a lot of steals as well.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first. Defenders going at Colin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint, Greg. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin. We tend to think of guards like Sexton as perimeter pests, but Collins a real plus when he's in close. Let him slip by you, and it's a deuce.
Now here's Jackson. He has 5. Pass to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Williams has got his second basket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Yabusele finds Sexton. 2 points. That one goes. The Heat leading by 11. Outside Jackson. MP with a screen on Miller. Kicks it out to MP. Sinks the triple. Junior's got 34.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
And so it's Miami with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting... And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Heat here, they've been putting... Pass to Dillingham. The 3 from Poole. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And the shooting has really been there for him today. but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. From outside the arc, another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And Miami has possession. They have a 19-point lead. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Richards. Here's Dillingham, covered by MP. Just 4 to shoot. Launches it. Richards, no good. The Heat leading by 22. MP outside. The 3-ball. He got it again. Sensational.
And once again, he's hit the 40 mark as he has been nothing short of stellar all season long.
And now he has moved into 3rd all-time for most 40-point games in a single season.
Well, Jordan was able to put up 40 points an incredible 37 times back in '87, but that mark has been passed. What a special year.
Hero finds Williams. To the inside. Adebayo. And it's blocked. Here's Richards. He's got 6, and the foul called on Junior. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
They might start using him a little bit more.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
The play will
And I think when it comes
under NBA rules on the floor,
it's
there will
confirmed.
be 2 minutes to review the play.
Action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. They're double-checking, and the game continues on.
And checking out some numbers. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Heat up front, running away with this one.
64.
And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
Looking at Miami, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Chicago Bulls.
You can do everything else, but if you don't take care of the boards, well, you know what I'm going to say.
Your goose is cooked? You're in hot water? Any of those?
Where were you born, Ernie?
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
We've got Nick Richards, who's zealous out there with the coral. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Dillingham in at the point. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. And here's MP for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3 points.
Junior's got 43 points. Pass to Richards. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen by Hero. For 3, Williams, and the Heat, another 3.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Well, Jordan Poole, he's never shy. He said the big moments, end of the shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for like 30 seconds. Guys?
He certainly plays without fear. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Pass to Dillingham. Yes, that goes in. Dillingham's got 13.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Here's Junior. Dillingham with the rebound.
When you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Junior. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Well, I'm here with Bam Adebayo. Bam, your energy was felt tonight. How do you dig deep to give your team that boost?
Just sacrificing, just going out there, laying it on the line for my teammates, and just going out there and just, playing hard. That's what I do, and, it got contagious.
The hardest part is bringing that every game. Guys, back to you.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Richard Jefferson and Craig Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And now we present our player of the game.